In terms of what is happening here, I mean, it's really interesting because we, as journalists, generally have to be really careful if they're active court proceedings. You cannot prejudice a trial, and if you do, there are very, very strong measures that the law can take against you. But we're in this bizarre situation where you have the Home Secretary and the Prime Minister essentially taking the side of the police officers in this. I hope that's fair comment. What do you make about that?
Yes, I agree. I think that the discussion you had with Oliver was very on point, and it seems like it's almost as if this is part of their whole election strategy, you know, about law and order. But like you said, the fact of the matter is, if a killing has been unlawful, then the courts have to be able to deal with it. You can't just grant any one group of people immunity from that.
Well, indeed, and it may well be the case. We don't know, and there are active proceedings, so I want to be careful. But then again, I wonder if the Home Secretary and Prime Minister have been careful about this. I mean, someone may have been murdered here, and the person who has pulled the trigger may end up in prison and be convicted as a murderer. Now, Suella Braverman says that she wants to make sure that armed police officers who do have to make split-second decisions, sometimes in very, very difficult circumstances, have the support of their senior officers. But nonetheless, mistakes do occur, and we don't know. There might be malice, there might not be malice. We don't know. That is for a court to decide, and I wouldn't want to prejudice a trial and want to be careful in what I say, but it is a weird set of circumstances.
It is. It really is. It's almost, I mean, the way that they're reacting to what's in the news, I really did think that. I know this is slightly more trivial, but, you know, with the video of that XL bully going on the rampage in Birmingham, and Suella Braverman shared a video, shared it on her Twitter page and was commenting on it. And then a few days later, there was suddenly a policy around it. And I thought, is this the sort of government we're getting? Is this policy making? It's just purely...
government by Twitter. Well, it's interesting. Dawn has been in touch.
News cycle.
Yeah, Dawn has been in touch, says, "Hi Peter, I wonder if the people who are criticising our armed police officers would feel if, God forbid, they were attacked in the street by terrorists and no help arrived." Look, I want there to be armed police officers. I want there to be people who can help us if these terrible things happen. Absolutely. I want to be able to ring 999 and be confident that police officers are going to come armed if necessary. I come from Northern Ireland, where every police officer is armed, every single one, from constable to chief constable. But this is a strange situation, and these armed officers clearly wanted to make a point, but at the same time they have backed down quite quickly, Candice.
I know, look, I get it. It must be completely demoralising. I mean, you look at everything that went on in the US with defund the police after there were a few incidents of people being killed and it was on video. And I think for the police that can be really difficult. I think people do not understand the circumstances we're in, what we're dealing with. And it's true, they do have to make split-second decisions under incredible pressure. I 100% get that, but there are instances in which what led to that decision being made is wrong, and someone may have been unlawfully killed. I think there may just be a bit of anger there, a little bit of pushing back against people saying the police are all bad. I think there's been a bit of a public outcry as well, so maybe that's why they've backed down. But I do think we live in an era now where there is a lot of backlash against the police, and I think that sometimes people do forget how difficult their job can be. It really can be a very difficult job, but like I said, there should be no immunity for any one group of people, especially if they have the ability to take someone's life.
Totally agree.